Hello friends, this video on integrals part 43 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Before watching this video, please make sure that you have watched part 1 to part 42. So here we have to prove that fx dx from a to b is nothing but f of a plus b minus x dx. See, this is x, this is a plus b minus x. So first thing we can do is we can say t is equal to a plus b minus x. I get dt as minus dx. That is the first thing. Also, since I'm changing from t to x to t, let's change this guy also. So this guy will become, if you see, when my x is equal to a, t is nothing but a plus b minus x, that is a plus b minus a, that is b. When x is equal to b, t is nothing but a plus b minus x, that is b, that is a. This guy, I'm taking LHS, is nothing but integral of a to b fx dx, correct? This guy, I'll make it x is what? A plus b minus t. So this becomes x f of a plus b minus t. Dx becomes minus dt, so minus dt, correct? And when x is equal to a, t is equal to b. When x is equal to b, t is equal to a. This is what you get. Since you get minus sign also and you have b and a funda, so what I can do is I can make it flip it. So this becomes a to b f of a plus b minus t dt. This we know, right? If you just flip the limits, you get the negative here, so negative become positive. Now we know that f of t dt, or you say f of x dx, all same, right? So we can write this guy as a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Why? Because I know that you say f of t dt, f of x dx, all same, correct? So I wrote this guy as f of a plus b minus x dx, and this is nothing but my RHS, and hence I have proved this, correct? Let's take the next property. In this case, what we can do is we can use one property which we've already used, that is from integral. If you say a to b, you can break it actually. I'll just let's try this. 0 to 2a fx dx. This I can write as 0 to a fx dx plus a to 2a fx dx. So with this, if you see, first part is matching now. That's why I broke this, because first part is matching now. 0 to a is matching. This guy is not matching. This is a to ta, and this is fx dx. This is 2a minus x. So I can put 2a minus x as t here, correct? So let me put 2a minus x is equal to t. With this, I'll get minus dx as dt. Also, I'll get x as nothing but 2a minus t. Also, my range will change. My x was a. T is nothing but 2a minus x, that is a. My x is 2a, my t is nothing but 2a minus 2a, that is 0. So let's do this. This part anyway we have found the value, so let's just keep it as it is. I'll make fx as x is nothing but, if you see, 2a minus t. So f of 2a minus t. Dx becomes minus dt, correct? Now the range will change. It is from a to 2a, so it becomes a to 0, a to 0. Since there is a negative sign and I'm also looking for 0 to a, let's flip this and remove the negative sign. So this becomes 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus t dt, correct? Till now, no issue. Now if you see this equation and this equation, this guy is 2a minus x dx, this is 2a minus t dt. You use any variable, it's all one the same. So let's replace t with x. So this guy is 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx, and there is a minus. Because you have the formula, you have ft dt or you have fx dx, all are same if my range is same. Correct? That's why I just replace t with this. So this guy is a pretty simple derivative. Actually, this is the outcome of the last derivative. In last derivative, I told that 0 to 2a fx dx is nothing but 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx, right? So in case 1 it says that this guy is equal to 2 of this if f of 2a minus x is equal to fx. So in case 1 this equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus this guy becomes f of x, correct? So this becomes 0 to a f x dx. So this is nothing but 2 into 0 to a f x dx, correct? Let's go for case 2. Case 2 it says f of 2a minus x is nothing but minus of fx. So in this case this RHS is nothing but 0 to a fx dx plus this guy becomes minus fx, that is minus sign here, 0 to a fx dx. This minus this is equal to 0. So the same thing becomes 2 into fx dx from 0 to a if my f2ax minus x is equal to fx, and this thing is equal to 0 if my f of 2a minus x is equal to minus of fx. Let's take the last proof. So first thing is we can break it because we are looking for a break. It is minus a to a. Let's break from minus a to 0 and 0 to a. Right? Because you need to prove that this guy is equal to 2 into this if even and this if odd. So let's do one thing. Let's break this guy LHS minus a to a fx dx. The first thing we can think of is this guy minus a to 0 fx dx plus 0 to plus a fx dx, correct? And 0 to a fx dx is here actually. So what we can do is we can prove that this guy is also equal to this guy if my fx is equal to minus x. So let's do some more thing on this. If I can convert this also into 0 to a form of some value here, my problem is solved. To this is minus, this is 0. So I can, if I take x equal to minus t, this becomes a and this becomes 0, right? So if I take x equal to minus t, I get dx is minus dt. And if my x is equal to 0, t is equal to minus 0, is 0 only. X is equal to minus a, t becomes positive. So this guy I can write as x is minus t, so f of minus t dt. And this guy becomes, if you see, minus a becomes a because minus a becomes a here, and 0 is 0 itself, plus integral of fx dx from 0 to a. This is nothing but, if you see, this is 0 to a, I make it 8, I want to make it a to 0 form because my answer is in a to 0 form. So there will be a negative sign here, correct? So this becomes, if I write this guy first here, this becomes fx dx 0 to a this side first. This second, because there's a minus here, ft dt 0 to a f of minus t. I know f of minus t dt is equal to f of minus x dx. So this guy is nothing but 0 to a fx dx minus 0 f of minus x dx. 0 to a. Correct? This is what I get. Sorry, this is f of minus t minus dt actually, because dx is minus dt. So this is minus t by default here. So minus minus, this guy becomes, sorry, this is plus. Minus of minus become plus. This is plus. Why? Because f of t is minus dt. So f of, sorry, dx is minus dt. So this was dx. This becomes minus dt here. So this guy minus become plus. This guy. So what I get is this guy. Now the question says if of my f of minus x is equal to f of x, that means this guy is equal to f of x. Then I get what? 2 of this guy. Right? So I'll write here. Case 1. If my this guy is equal to this guy, my output is RHS will be nothing but 0 to a fx dx, plus this guy also becomes 0 to a fx dx itself, correct? Because f of minus x is f of x. This is nothing but 2 into 0 to a fx dx. Case 2. My f of minus x is minus fx, so this guy becomes minus fx. So this guy, my RHS becomes 0 to a fx dx minus 0 to a fx dx, and this becomes 0. And that's what my question says. This becomes 0 if it is odd function, and 2 into fx dx 0 to a if it is even function. Let's take some example which we'll try to solve using properties. I have to find integral of cos square x dx 0 to pi by 2. How to approach this question? I know cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. And in 1 dx I know how to find very easily actually. So what I can do is, if I can somehow convert to sin square x, that I'll get some values and I can add those values actually. Also I know that converting sin square x, I need cos of pi by 2 minus x. And pi by 2 is here actually. So that is not that difficult for me. Why? Because I know this formula 0 or a to b, if I have fx dx, this is nothing but a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. This formula I know, correct? With this I can say that this guy is nothing but, I is nothing but 0 to pi by 2 cos square 0 plus pi by 2 is pi by 2 minus x dx, and that is nothing but 0 to pi by 2 sin square x dx. So I is equal to cos square x dx, I is equal to sin square x dx. If you add both I get 2y is nothing but 0 to pi by 2 cos square x plus sin square x dx, and that is nothing but 0 to pi by 2 1 dot dx, correct? This guy is nothing but x, and x values from 0 to pi by 2, that is nothing but pi by 2, and this is nothing but 2y. So I will be nothing but pi by 2 by 2, that is pi by 4, and that is my answer. So here if it see, we didn't do anything, we didn't find the integral of cos square and all, we just used my properties to make this cos sin square x, added these two guys and got the answer in a very simple way. So such question would have taken a lot of time, but now my life is simple. Using properties I solved this question. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.